Now, we all know SCHD is one of my favorite dividend paying ETFs, but in this video, I'm going to be bringing you guys 4 different dividend paying ETFs that is amazing to pair with SCHD. Some of these ETFs is going to give you a lot of growth. Some of these ETFs is going to give you a ton of income every single month. The other 2 ETFs is going to give you a little bit of growth and more income. The other ETF is going to give you a little bit more income than growth. But I'm going to be bringing you guys the top 4 dividend ETFs that's not SCHD. So make sure you stick to the end of this video so you do not miss out on any crucial information. Go on ahead and hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button because that helps out this channel more than you guys can possibly even imagine. And if you do want to join the Patreon and get access to my 7 pro day traders and get live trading alerts like this, and this, consider joining the Patreon right now inside of my Discord. If you're new to investing, you could come check out my modules. I got module 1, module 2. You learn everything that you want to learn about the stock market. If you guys do want to join the Patreon, you can get access to my master course, access to my trades, and you'll be a part of a community of investors that want to be financially free. And I know you want to be financially free because you're checking out videos like this. So if you guys do want to join the Patreon, check out the Lucid Dreamer Roll. If you guys do want to join the live Zoom calls every single Sunday, consider joining the Dream Team. This is where we sell options. We buy options over here. We sell options on the Dream Team, creating passive income every single week. So if there's something that sounds like something you want to do, consider checking that out. And the first ETF on this list that is going to give you guys a lot of growth more than dividend income. And that is going to be ticker symbol VIG. Right now, as you guys can see, SCHD is down on the year 0.25%. But if we type in VIG, this is going to give you guys a lot more growth. Over the last year, they're up 8.42% while SCHD is down. The last 5 years, they're up 73%. In the last 10 years, they're up 143%, which is insane. If we take a look at their holdings, this is what's going to separate SCHD from VIG. VIG is going to give you a lot of access to the technology sector. Right here, 23% of their holdings is inside of the technology sector. So if you're investing inside of SCHD, you're not going to be exposed to that much growth because you don't have that much technology in that ETF. Now with VIG, their top 10 holdings, now you get exposure to Apple, you get exposure to Microsoft, Broadcom, JP Morgan, Visa, Exxon, United Healthcare, Costco. But these up here, the Apple and the Microsoft, now you get exposure to some of these technology companies that you don't get inside of SCHD. So while SCHD is down on the year, if you're splitting it up 50-50, 50% go inside SCHD, that's going to create my dividend income. 50% goes inside VIG, that's going to give me my growth. Because if we do look at the dividends, let's scroll down, they have been increasing their dividends for the last 11 years, but they only have a dividend yield of 1.78%, and they pay out quarterly. So 1.78% dividend yield versus SCHD, almost 4% dividend yield is a big difference. So you will create more income from dividends on SCHD, but you will have more growth. You will have more growth from VIG versus SCHD. So that is a great tool to pair with each other. VIG and SCHD, got your dividend income, and now you got your growth, and you always want your money to grow. So while SCHD is down, VIG is growing, and while SCHD, you're buying it while it's cheap. Now you're building out your dividend income that you're going to get paid out every single quarter. Now, the next one on this list is going to give you a ton. I'm talking about a ton of income, but it's not going to grow as much. That's going to be ticker symbol SPYI. Now, looking at their dividends first, you guys can see, all right, so they pay out their dividends every single month. They've been increasing their dividends every year for the last 2 years, and they have a 12.38% dividend yield. That is 3 times as much as SCHD. Dividend income is going to be through the roof every single month with a 12% dividend yield from SPYI. If you want more income from your dividends, this might be the way to go. Now, if we come over to their holdings, once again, in their holdings, they have a lot in technology and financials. The only thing that I'm not liking about SPYI is if we click on their summary, Then go out to the 10 years. They've only been around since 2022. So it's not a lot of data for me. It's not a lot of data for me. I would love to have a 10-year. We don't even have a 5-year gap, 5-year worth of data for SPYI. I would need a lot more information before I throw in my life savings inside of SPYI. So, but is it creating a lot of dividend income? Yes. But if we scroll all the way down to SPYI, you guys can see they invest inside of companies inside the S&P 500. But the way that they're able to generate such high dividend yields is because they do the covered call option strategy that I teach myself inside of the Dream Team. And this is another reason I might not do SPYI, is because I personally know how to sell my own covered calls versus my shares inside of my portfolio. But to many investors, selling options is very confusing. If you're confused about that, start small, get somebody to teach you, or you could invest inside of SPYI, which does the covered calls for you. So they invest inside the S&P 500 stocks, and then they also sell covered calls versus the stocks inside their portfolio, which generate a lot of income every single month. So if income is the only thing that you focus on, SPYI might be the way to go. If you want to learn how to sell your own covered calls, you won't have to invest inside of SPYI and pay for someone else to do it. You could just do it yourself and create the 12% dividend income in a month if you wanted to, or in 2 months if you wanted to. So that's SPYI. The next one I'm going to bring you guys is one that's kind of even. It's going to give you some good dividend. It's going to give you some good income, and it still give you exposure to the technology market. That is going to be ticker symbol DGRO. All right, so here we are on DGRO. Once again, while SCHD is down 1% or down on the year, almost a full percent, DGRO is up 7.24%. Over the last 5 years, they're up 71%. Over the last 10 years, they're up 133%. And if we're looking at their holdings right here, once again, it gives you exposure to the technology market, but they're heavy inside of financials. So if we come down to their top 10 holdings, you're going to get Microsoft, JP Morgan, Broadcom, Exxon, Apple, great exposure, Johnson & Johnson, AbbVie, the Home Depot, Procter & Gamble, right? And if we come over to their dividend income, you guys can see that they've been growing their dividends every single year for the last 10 years. Enough information for me. They're a quarterly paying dividend stock, and they have a 2.21% dividend yield. So they're going to grow faster than SCHD, but they're not going to have the higher dividend yield than SCHD, but you're still going to have a 2.2% dividend yield. So you're going to get exposure to the technology markets from DGRO, and they're up 7% versus SCHD not being up 7% this year. And if you're investing inside of both, you could get the 4% dividend yield from SCHD, and you could get the 7% growth from DGRO from investing 50% into both. Or if you wanted to divide it up, guys, you could do 33% inside of DGRO, 33% inside of VIG, and 33% inside of SCHD. Now let's move over to the last one, which is going to give you a little bit more growth than income, and that's going to be ticker symbol M. Here we go, MGV. All right, MGV right now, their dividend yield is now MVG. Let's look at their summary right quick. They're up 6.6% on the year on MV. Once again, outperforming the SCHD. If we take a look at their holdings, they're heavy inside of financials and inside of healthcare. Not as much exposure to technology, but they still have a lot of growth. Their top 10 is Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan, ExxonMobil, United Healthcare, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Walmart, the Home Depot. If we take a look at their dividends, they've been growing their dividends every year for the last 4 years, and they have a 2.2% dividend yield, giving you a good growth ratio and also a good income from a 2.24 dividend yield. And they pay out their dividends every single quarter. So MGV might be another good one, another good way to go. This is the Vanguard Mega Cap Value Index Fund ETF shares. So guys, let me know down in the comment section, out of these 4 plus SCHD, which 2 would you pair with SCHD? Or you could pick 3, right? Say I'm gonna do 50-50 SCHD and MGV. I'm gonna do 30%, 33% inside of SCHD, DGRO, and VG and VIG. Or, you know, give me 2 down there with 50-50, or give me 3, 33, 33, 33. Which one of these would you pair with SCHD? I can't wait to read you guys' comments down in the comment section. And if you made it to the end of this video, let's go ahead. I'm only going to reply to the comments that say scary money don't make no money. That let me know that you made it to the end of this video, and I'll reply to your comment. If you don't say that, I know you didn't make it to the end of this video, so I'm probably not going to reply to your comment. But if you made it to the end, be a real one. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button to let me know, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you guys do want to join the Patreon, that link to the Patreon is going to be down in the pinned comment section. And if you want to know anything else about dividends, I'm going to leave my Mastering Dividends free ebook down in the pinned comment section. Free dividend PDF is Mastering Dividends. If you want to learn more about dividends, consider checking that out. It's going to be down in the pinned comment section as well. But other than that, guys, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.